I am infuriated because I have realized that while I do love a lot of things about Stranger Things and Hazbin Hotel, I am realizing that my infuriations with both of them overlap severely. So, instead of doing like separate, I'm gonna do a separate review for Hazbin Hotel just because I have so many opinions and thoughts. But for what we have of Stranger Things so far, we're gonna start with my issues with season 4. So this is just like a quick summary before we get into season 5, which, by the way, they didn't fucking do in Stranger Things or in Hazbin Hotel. Like, it's been a while. Like, y'all just gotta tell me what the fuck is up at this point. So who is the main character? I'll give you a hint. It's not Eddie. It's not, random lady 25. God. So that's kind of my issue with focusing on Eddie and focusing on everybody except for Charlie, which they did resolve in season 2. I feel like it works a lot better. Season 5 works better so far in that particular aspect when compared to season 4. Okay. So, let's start with the dialogue. The aesthetics, beautiful. The costume design in Stranger Things, fucking on par, bro. Everything except for the writing is doing really well. And I do feel like there are parts of the writing that are good. It's just, it feels a little undercooked. And it's like, why have we been waiting for to wait for so long and to get this is just frustrating. I am frustrated with Stranger Things. And the writing needs to be like the best thing. Like in Orville, like I really liked the first couple of seasons before they had any money, is where I feel like writing wise it was very good, and then they got money and the writing kind of dipped down a little bit, and it was like ooh, 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 and then by the end it was like a flaming pile of garbage, and I was like, what's going on? Why does having more money ruin things? Is it the producers have too much of a say and they don't know what's up? Is that what it is? Because that's very frustrating. I hate this planet! Which is just kind of like an overall problem, I guess. I don't know. With Hazbin Hotel season 1, they did have a lack of a budget, and now they have a bigger budget and it did get better. So I guess this is an example of like, sometimes money could be good for production, but sometimes not. But with Stranger Things, it is not as scary. I feel like they've just like toned down on the practical effects too much, and like, yes, I understand there are certain things you cannot really do with practical effects, but it's all CGI now. Like, it just needs to be like a little bit more like it feels too crazy. Like, I don't know, like make it feel more real, which is, it's not a very that's horrible. That's horrible to say because that's very unspecific, but I don't know. Think more like Star Wars. Like, more like, I want more choices to be made when using the CGI that I feel like they're not making with the lighting, with the foreground, with the background. What is going on? And that's with a lot of shows. And the other thing with Stranger Things that is with a lot of modern movies is Like, right now, you could see the things in my background. Isn't that neat? Well, I guess they didn't think so. So I guess it would have been better if they had taken a little bit more of the cinematography and made that a little bit more the same as from 80s movies. So to clarify, I'm not saying downgrade the technology, but what I am saying is, why are we still in iPhone portrait mode? What in the fuck? If it's not a serious moment, I want to see everything. I want to see the background. Give me the background. Especially after we did especially after you're doing everything you're doing to make it seem like the 80s, and then not letting me see the background is just very cruel and unusual punishment, honestly. Okay, moving on. The plot. Dun dun dun. Okay. So, with Hazbin, why did so many people change their minds at the end? Because, the worse the things that they have done are, the harder it's going to be to admit that those things were fucked up. Velvet. I feel like at the end, when both her and Vox were like, do, whatever. What the fuck? No, not Vox. Fuck. Valentino. Why was Valentino so down to be like, oh, what, that doesn't make sense. Okay? It does. I don't understand. What the fuck? God. Why is it not?
I know you won't believe this, but I don't understand. Ugh.
Valentino being a sex trafficker and a predator and an abuser. Is Vox evil, and does he enable Val's behavior? Yes, absolutely. He is definitely spreading misinformation. However, even though he is trying to make a cult, I can understand that Vox wouldn't turn against himself, but I don't understand why Valentino would be so quick to maybe he's doing it to get back at Vox, and I know that was kind of a messy thing, but I don't understand that part.
Oh, fuck.
That part is very frustrating, okay? Velvet, kind of makes sense. She's a bitch, but we haven't seen her do anything truly horrifying. Yeah, she verbally abuses people and she's a bitch, but okay, and what? Yes, she is. Yes, she is very enabling of everyone else's, but I feel like everybody in hell is an enabler. So I feel like if we're gonna go by how bad was the thing that they did that they could turn on a head and immediately be like, oh, that was fucked. Why was I doing that? I feel like for Velvet, okay, you could have her. For Valentino, what the fuck? No, that's not correct. That doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Not gonna believe this, but I don't understand. The song lyrics were amazing for a lot of it. Some of the lyrics were a little funky, which I'll get into in a more Hazbin video, but what's going on with the direct contrast between the quality of the dialogue and the song lyrics, I don't understand. I feel like it's just undercooked. What the heck? Anyways, where is God? Like, are we ever gonna, like, where is he? What's going on with that? Like when the God's messenger lady came, that was confusing because I was under the impression that the seraphim was God's messenger. So it's like, who the fuck are you? Like, who is she? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on with that. The egg boys, why are they not in heaven? Do they not deserve to be in heaven? I know Sir Pentious made them.
My little egg boys, they do my evil bidding for me.
And, you know, they're kind of like abominations in that way of, you know, like, that's what happens when humans create life, is that they're not created by God. But, you know, since we're doing inaccuracies, why wouldn't we do that?
I'll tolerate them.
Okay, heaven can be corrupt and have little egg boys. Like, I know they gave them to him, but I didn't appreciate that. And with Valentino in general, like, how is he not a bigger bad in this season?
Ow! Oh, fuck.
I did appreciate the focus on Vox, but why would he let that happen though? Like, is the question, because with Valentino in every other aspect of his life, he is very much in charge, you know? So like, why does he allow that to happen? I don't understand. I don't get it. But moving on. the little sad demon crawling out of the ball pit made no sense. I don't understand. Like, is it a case by case basis where, like, if you're like a good demon, then you can hang out in heaven? Like, what? Maybe it wasn't a demon. What was it? What was going on with that? I don't fucking get it. Okay. Moving on to Stranger Things. Why is Vecna just low-key acting like a pedo this whole season, bro? Like, what? Like, what's up with that? Like, yeah, he was kidnapping kids before, but it wasn't... like, this is just weird. Okay, this is just too real. That's, like... I want it to be more of an escapist, like, thing, like, not in the way of like, oh, it's so good, whatever, but like a relatable escapist thing. And why is it too relatable? Why is Vecna just a pedophile? I don't understand. Like, not really, but like, you know what I mean? Like, why is he acting like a pedophile? I don't get what the point of that is. I feel like it takes away. I don't feel like it's adding anything. Okay, so with 11, her friend Max, I know she can't go visit her, but why is it that she does nothing besides training? Like, she could be very focused on training, but she never, like, I want her to do something, okay? I'm not saying she has to have like a large vocabulary all of a sudden. I'm saying, why doesn't she read? Why doesn't she, like, you know, like, the reading could be part of the training. Like, why is the training only physical? Why is it not, like, mental at all? Like, why isn't she reading books about, like, the government or something? I don't know. Like, what's going on with that? Like, because she cannot be physically training every second of the day, where is kind of like
shapes and colors the likes of which I've never seen?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, with her and Mike, why is, I guess, my question there, because, like, so with them being together, that doesn't clock for me. Like, yes, I feel like Byler is endgame, but I don't understand why they are still as close to each other in the way that they are. Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like what would have made a little bit more sense is if 11 ends up being a little bit closer to Lucas as, like, because they're both, like, they were both really close to Max. So it's like, why Mike is who you're talking to right now? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, it would have made more sense to foster a friendship between 11 and Lucas and not focus on Mike very much. Like, maybe they're not broken up yet, but maybe it's more like they aren't, like, together, because it still kind of feels like they're together, which doesn't make sense for either of them. Even if we're going with the assumption of Mike isn't gay, what the heck? What in the heck is what? I don't get it. I don't. Like, okay, just because with Mike, the only thing that he seems to be attracted to with 11 is her superpowers. It's never, it's your personality, it's how you treat me, it's I appreciate you, it's this, it's that. It's always the superpowers. So why are they still so close when that is so obviously the case? Is, I guess, like, that's my question. Anyways, so, Mike continues to be the black hole that, sucks in 11, sucks in Will, which I feel like with this season has been better, where it's not just, like, fucking pissing me off. Like, the window thing, like, that was, like, such a meme. I could not take that seriously, where he's like,
and I know it's sort of on the nose, but that's what holds this whole party together, heart. Because, I mean, without heart, we'd all fall apart.
Look at this drawing I made. She'll always need you, Mike. Gay window. Like, what the fuck was that? I don't. What was that? What was that? Like, seriously, I don't get it. Also, the snowball thing is obviously, like, for the dance, and like the snowball dance, and then the snowball, because tell me why Mike was so pressed about Will going to dance when he wasn't jealous of Lucas and Max. Like, what? That's gay, okay? Because he doesn't like the girl that Will is with. We don't know who she is at all. I have no idea. But, yeah. So that's just kind of, that's everything, I feel like. And
Drink water! It's been a while since I've done that.